Hello, it's day 17 of NaNoWriMo, and I'm still here. I'm still standing. Actually, I'm sitting. Today was a good day, although not necessarily for my writing. Although I did manage to do 792 words, just 8 words shy of my usual daily goal, and I managed to do that in 25 minutes. This is the fastest production I've done since this challenge began, and I can only put that down to the fact that I was running out of time. I set my timer for 25 minutes, and I knew what I needed to write. I had a situation where my heroine, Hannah Walker, had to rob a convenience store. Of course, I would never dream of encouraging youngsters to rob convenience stores, but this is fiction. So there you are. Yeah, and it was a fun little scene to write, and so I had fun writing it. But more importantly, I thought, oh my God, I've got to get my words done before the day is out, because I've got my what do you call it, a track record, a streak. I've got to keep the streak running. It's day 17, and I haven't missed a day of making my words or of making these videos. So long may it continue. Tip today: keep a streak going. How about that? Maybe. Yeah, I think my tip is treat this like a job. And if you treat it like a job, then you show up. You show up and you do your work. Some days are better than others, but every work day is a work day, and we have chosen to make every day a work day in this NaNoWriMo, so show up. This not very arty-farty and maybe not very artistic approach is one that I have picked from today's book that I'm going to recommend, which is How to Write Damn Good Fiction by James N. Frey, or Fry, F-R-E-Y. I think this is a follow-up to his How to Write Damn Good Novels, I think. This is the follow-up book, but I got this from not second-hand place, what do you call it, Remainders book shop that used to be in Nottingham in England. I picked this up. This is from 1994. It's one of the first how to write a novel books that I ever read, even though it took me another 10 years before I actually sat down and started trying to write a novel. But I was looking for books to recommend, and I just saw this on the shelf downstairs, and I read a little bit of it, and I thought, oh, yeah, this is really good. And somehow I've absorbed a lot of what he's taught here, possibly directly from here. And it's very good. So today's quote is from James N. Frey, and pardon me if I read a lot, but this is quite good. This is about writer's block, and what a load of bollocks that is. That's a technical term for you Americans. Okay. Are you ready? I'm going to read this. If you've ever met someone suffering from writer's block, they will tell you all kinds of stories of how they sit and stare at a blank paper or their computer screen and they just can't produce anything, no matter how much they try. If only they could, the implication is, they would produce masterpieces. But their genius will not let them proceed. They are stopped by their own human frailty, because nothing but the image of perfection that is in their mind would do, their standard being so much higher than that of us unblocked mortals who are writing crap. But it just refuses to gush out. You see, of course, what writer's block is doing for them. It's allowing them to get sympathy for this terrible affliction, and at the same time pass themselves off as a genius without ever having to submit anything to public scrutiny. Don't let them get away with it. Ready? This is a good bit. Whenever I meet one of these tortured souls, I tell them I have another way of spelling writer's block. C-H-I-C-K-E-N. The blocked writer is not afraid of success or failure. What he's afraid of is that the writing will not stand up to the writer's own standard. Well, whose does? To avoid such traps as time slippage and writer's block, look at writing the way a real bricklayer looks at his job. Writing is a job. It takes time and effort, the same as any other. Set yourself production goals. 3 pages a day will get you a 270-page draft of a novel in 3 months. The writing of a novel is a two-stage process. The first stage is to draft it. The second stage is to correct what you do in the first stage, writing and rewriting. Draft it, then edit it. A lot of so-called writer's block comes from a confusion of these two processes. Don't edit it until it's all written down. When you write a draft, don't look back. Turn off that editor up there in your brain. Make the decision that you will never be caught in the trap of non-production. From now on, you will write every day of the week and every week of the year. Or at least for the next 13 days. Right on, James, right on. Talk to you tomorrow.